Here he is. What's up, buddy?
Hello, mate. How's it going?
Yeah, really good. I absolutely love this song, man, but it gave me goosebumps in all the right places, but for reasons I wasn't expecting this early in the morning out in California. This is a deep tune, dude.
I'm so happy it's finally out. But yeah, it's quite a personal song, um, and yeah, it's just good to have it out in the world. I wrote it with some friends in 2019. I'd just been to see my aunt in Australia with my sister. We went to visit her to basically say goodbye to her. And yeah, she was an amazing person. She took control over the end of her life and came back and spent some time in the studio. And this song just kind of fell out. And then as we were putting the album together, Ryan heard it in and amongst all the songs that we've
Ryan
made,
Tedder.
and he's really fixated on this tune and was
Yeah.
like, "That's the one. Like that's the song." And I guess in the world of Bastille, there's always maybe this expectation that our singles are going to be bombastic or have like, epicness to them or whatever. So it's quite nice and refreshing to have someone just be like, "Nah, that song's just amazing."
Nah, you're a sad band. You have an absolute sadness to what you do, and I think fans appreciate that as well.
Yeah.
There is triumph in your music and in your arrangements, but you have no problem diving deep into those emotions. And I think looking back over the tapestry of Bastille, you've covered a lot of emotional ground from start to finish, and it's fascinating that you would turn something as earth-shattering as the loss of someone close to you into, as you say, taking some control over the end of your life. We talk about people showing us the way to live, but man, those closest to us will one day, if the order of events goes the way it's supposed to, show us how to move on as well. It's crazy.
It's kind of amazing and profound to be able to take this thing that happens to all of us and turn it into like an amazing example and an amazing lesson to all of us. And yeah, I guess I felt quite strange over the last couple of years having this song that is so personal and speaks to something that is so huge in our family. But I'm really proud of the song, and I'm proud not only of the content and the lyrics and everything, but the process behind making it. Like getting to make this album through such a strange couple of years. It's been such a lifeline, and I love it. Like musically as well, the production I love the space in it. The harmony engine, messing with my vocal a bit, and the piano solo, the Bruce Hornsby-esque
Oh,
piano
it's
solo,
amazing.
like,
I love that.
yeah.
I love that. I love that. I love that. And even the honky tonk note at the end of the solo as well, which is just like doo 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 doo. There's like a little note in there, which just makes it even funkier. And what prompted you to want to put that in there? Because that is another musical element to the band we haven't heard before.
I feel like there aren't that many piano solos in songs in 2021.
It's you and Justin Vernon, and then that's about it.
We toyed with filling that space, with the middle A or with a guest or whatever. And Jack, who works at our studio, he's an amazing musician. We just sort of sung some things at him and he played them out. I think it was important that it wasn't me playing the piano. It needed to feel different from what people expect. And yeah, it just was so beautiful. I think it says more emotionally in those bars via the piano than anything I could try and say. And there's something quite meditative about the song, a tune that sort of takes its theme and just kind of re-delivers it over and over again. But what he did, it blew our minds. It's so beautiful.
That's amazing.
And it really takes you somewhere. So yeah, it's been great, man. And then the song is a couple of years old, but I also just co-directed my first ever music video for this song.
Hey, congrats, man. How was that, stepping into the visual medium?
Dude, it was so much fun. I mean, I've always been obsessed with our videos. I've always been that annoying artist, over the shoulder of the director, being like, "What are you doing there? What are you doing there? How about this? How about that?" And I've always wanted to be a film director, but I guess I'm just too lazy. But we talked about it for ages, and I met this guy James, who's the Trash Factory, who's an amazing director. And yeah, I had this idea for ages, and wanted to do something that was about trying to use technology to bring someone back. And yeah, we were able to do it, and it was such an experience, like learning how that world works and the limitations of it and the opportunities, and I don't know, getting to kind of flex the wannabe filmmaker muscle in me, man. I had the best time.
I'm really thrilled that you're now starting to train new muscles, right? Because as far as Bastille goes, we're getting dangerously close to a 10-year anniversary, to some kind of significant milestone, which I'm sure you will be thinking about celebrating in some capacity, because, you definitely think about that kind of stuff, the surfaces and layers behind, that build into the world. You've got some, incredible body of work out. You've got those mixtapes and all the things you've worked on, collaborations, songs you've worked on with other people, and a significant catalog now of Bastille albums, of which this must be a part of a new one, right? Like, what are we talking about? What is No Bad Days a part of?
Today and here we're announcing our fourth album. It's called Give Me the Future, and it's out at the beginning of February next year. And
Yeah,
it's
that's
this
awesome.
mad science fiction concept record that's all about our relationship with each other and with technology, and different versions of the future and the past. And yeah, this is the kind of, this song is like the emotional core of it. But I'm so proud of the album. It's been such a brilliant thing to be part of and to put together, and I'm just excited for people to hear it. I think it's our best work, and it's exciting and it's different, and it's kind of elements of what you expect from Bastille. But it's the first time we brought we sort of allowed the door to open and other people to come in and join us. So we've worked, we made the whole thing at our place. We made it all during lockdown, but did some sessions over Zoom, allowed other producers to sort of have a go. And yeah, it's been all the better for it, man. It turns out collaboration's really fun. There's a reason why everybody does it.
Hey, Dan, can you tell us who you've been working? Like, can you tell us some of the people you invited to the party?
Worked with some close friends in London, like this amazing writer Ralph Pellymount, a British writer called Plested, Johnny Coffer, who's a great producer, but also Rami Yacoub in LA, and some of the MXM guys.
Yeah.
Riz Ahmed does the most beautiful spoken word interlude piece on the album, and he's incredible.
Amazing.
Ryan Tedder, I did some writing with him and produced a song with him on the album, and he helped like exec it. So he was a sort of like a helicopter figure who'd come in and who came in quite far into the process and listened to the music and sort of gave us some pointers. And yeah, it was interesting for us, like letting go a little bit of control. We still ultimately made it all in our studio and finished it there, but I think just the idea of sharing the responsibility with other people was really exciting and really fun.
And also gives you a chance to focus on what you want to say and how you want to say it. Because I've wondered this about you, about the way you work in the past. When I see you perform live or I hear you sing your songs, to me, you're a singer and a songwriter. But then I also know that you produce these records and that you're very involved in the sonic and the sound design of it. And so it must have been nice just to be able to relinquish some of that and to be able to dive into songs like No Bad Days and really make sure that you're mining as deep as you can.
Yeah, totally. I also think I still co-produced the whole record, but with Mark and other people who were involved. But yeah, it was about, I guess, allowing ourselves to step back and be like, for example, the piano solo in this song.
Yeah.
Like, Jack's amazing. I could try, but I'm never going to get the soul that he'll get out of those keys. So like, just let him do it. And Bim on the final track, she's amazing. Like, let her just take over. Like, just hand the reins of the album to somebody else. Give a track to Riz. Let him do his thing. With Rami, like, I'd never write some of those melodies, and the whole point of collaboration is like bringing what's amazing about other people into the process.
Yeah.
And yeah, in that respect, I think it's part of like growing up a bit and wanting to grow and develop and all that stuff, and just enjoy it. I think it's just when less of the weight is on your shoulders, it's a funner experience,
Dude, you seem so light on your feet right now. It's so great to see you. I'm excited. Come the new year, 2022, we'll have a new album to talk about. Give Me the Future. Thank you for sharing that info with us on Apple Music. Coming in February, the most collaborative and open process thus far, but equally on the flip side of that scale, the most personal song that you've ever released to the people. And so, if this is a sign of things to come, man, I'm overwhelmingly excited. And dude, look at you in London right now, out there living that warehouse life with that open brick. Thanks for taking the time, Dan. I love your bits.
Lots of love, man. See you soon. Thanks so much for having us, and thanks for playing the tune.